A word on Liverpool, and they have a few issues of their own coming up. We asked Virgil about one of them again, these contract situations with Mo Salah, I know you spoke about last week. Trent Alexander-Arnold being another one. And it was really interesting, the interview that he did this week with Harriet Pryor, our Sky colleague. And it was a bit of a card game. He was asked to choose some cards and which one would he like to achieve, and there were a few cards there. One of them was the Ballon d'Or, winning the Ballon d'Or.
This is Trent.
This is Trent Alexander-Arnold, and that was the card he went for. He said, I want to win the Ballon d'Or. I want to be the first fullback to win the Ballon d'Or. Do you like hearing that kind of ambition from a young man?
I mean, I've got no problems with ambition with players, but you've got to be realistic in the era and the generation that we're playing with. If all these forward players, your Jude Bellinghams, your Vinicius Juniors, there's a lot of players and the clubs they're playing for as well, the Real Madrids, who win Champions Leagues after Champions Leagues. I think at this moment in time, he's not at that level because defensively, like I said at the start of the game, is where I will feel he will be tested. Martinelli, we're not saying Martinelli's a Vinicius Junior. Martinelli's a very good player, but he caused problems, and that's why he's talking about Konate coming over, helping Trent. I think if you're Ballon d'Or, you don't need help.
But he's a different kind of fullback, isn't he? He's a unique fullback.
I know, but he won't be winning out of Liverpool, really.
Well, I suppose that's the next question.
That's the point.
Does he need to leave Liverpool
Maybe that's his message, that
he's
obviously on the way out the door. Yeah, his contract's up. I don't know if there's been talks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about him. He can try and win the Ballon d'Or. Nothing wrong with ambition. But my first thought when I read that was, you're not winning the Ballon d'Or as a right back for Liverpool.
Why?
Well, Ballon d'Or winners normally play for Real Madrid or Barcelona. That's where the best players in the world go. And if that's his ultimate ambition, I think he was asked about winning the Champions League, the World Cup, or win the Ballon d'Or. And he chose the Ballon d'Or, which I think is a bit strange or bizarre. I think he's always picked the World Cup or the Champions League. It's a team game. But yeah, he's got massive ambition himself, and why not? You only get one career. He is a unique fullback. He's absolutely amazing. You know, he gets Liverpool back into the game today with the pass. But the first thing that come to me when I read that interview was that makes me think he's going to Real Madrid. I actually think Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah will stay. I do believe that. The longer it goes on with Trent, the more I fear he's going to move on.
Yeah, Liverpool, you can't begrudge him that. It's his contract.
Do you have any advice for him, Roy, at this stage? Any advice for him?
Well, if he thinks that's the right option for him, go for it. Go for it.
I always felt like you regretted that you didn't do that.
Yeah, but different situations. Yeah, and I'm a bit weird because obviously I'm finished. I don't look back and use the word regret, but I think if I had the opportunity again, yeah, I'd say to any young player or player who's a chance to go abroad and experience a new league and a new challenge, and his contract's running up, so he'll have great options. Then yeah, why not go for it? He's been at Liverpool. He's been a good servant to him. He's played a lot of games. He's come up through as a young kid, a local lad, and done well. And try something new. Nothing wrong with that.
If Liverpool win the league and make the final of the Champions League, is he a contender for the Ballon d'Or, though, would you say?
You know, I just think there's something about Real Madrid. It is the biggest club in the world. You think that, but you go back to being a local lad, and there will be a frustration from Liverpool supporters the longer this carries on, and if he doesn't sign a contract, because in the past you've had two players. One was Steve McManaman, who went to Real Madrid, won 2 European Cups, but that wasn't a successful Liverpool team. You had Steven Gerrard, who, the team I played in, we weren't one of the very best. We were a top 4 team, won cups, of course we did. But the frustration from Liverpool supporters with those two players, Steven Gerrard didn't move, McManaman did, but Liverpool weren't the best. When Trent's been a Liverpool player, Liverpool have been the best and very close to being the best every single season. So their reaction would be, well, if you're a local player and Liverpool are competing for the league and the Champions League every season, what more do you want? So there will be a frustration from Liverpool supporters if Trent does move on.
Yeah, but if they offer him a contract, but it's what terms they're offering him.
As well, Michael Owen moved, didn't he? Many years ago to Real Madrid as well.
Michael Owen moved and Steve McManaman moved, and they were two amazing players for Liverpool, but they're not thought of as amazing players by Liverpool supporters because they moved on. And that's one of the reasons why Steve... I haven't finished there, but that's one of the reasons why Steven Gerrard is such a legend at the club and seen as the greatest ever player to play for the club because he stayed here for his whole career.
So loyalty you think has to come into it, right? Obviously you want loyalty, get yourself a dog.
Mic drop moment.
And that's from my own experience.
Yes, absolutely. It works both ways as well.